over here by the plant.
And like,
He's gonna think the plant's talking to him. This is great.
and he like looks over and he's like, buddy, I didn't know you could talk. Why you sound like a girl?
I'm not the
All
plant.
plants are girls.
I was hoping you'd come over though. This is Texas. I'm invisible right now.
All of Texas.
Well, not all of Texas.
Oh my god.
A person. I technically lived there for a very short time. You met me.
I don't need to know your backstory. What
Okay.
what do you need?
Well, there's a group of
No,
people.
no. Go through the entire thing.
A lot has changed in the past 12 hours.
Good God, man! You have a dangle now. I'm not going to fault you for any sort of like thing that you went through. Your body has gone through a metamorphosis overnight. Please, it's fine. You do not need to apologize. And he just kind of looks at you and puts a hand on your shoulder and just like.
You got a dangle.
Like, all right, you were somebody who lived in Texas,
Right.
and then you
It's
took
not
the name
important
Texas?
though. That part isn't important. This is the important thing.
Why would you open with that if
No.
it wasn't
Well,
important?
I was just trying to introduce myself. Okay, so
Okay.
the important thing is there was a group in here, and now there's still one of them, but the others are gone, but they're coming back, and they want to kill us?
Are they from Texas too?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. But the important thing is they want to kill at least one, if not more, of us, and or do serious harm and damage. So, do you
Okay.
guys have rules or like a safe room?
No, we kind of play
Or-
it fast and loose here.
Yeah, I've heard that. So we should just kind of hightail it on out of here.
I mean, you could fight them. That'd be kind of entertaining. No,
Well-
right?
Am I bound to some sort of thing? I feel like the most responsible thing to do is to know, like, before you put on jewelry given to you by a god.
You feel like the most
Well, I
responsible
just-
thing to do when a god
I-
offers you a gift is to be like, well, what
Well,
is
no,
that?
I-
Is
I
there a
thank you
user
very
agreement
much.
that
I
we
just-
need to sign here?
I feel like
I mean, she's very nice, but this is no Banyan, the god of the lions. I mean, he's the king of the beasts.
And as Bubba walks out, he goes, "Hey, man, now I'm gonna get him, turn around. Woo!
Sorry, guys, that's Big Bubba. I know how you doing.
And I'm man, from Artificer Baldwin to share British stuff all the time.
You ain't fooling?
It's,
Hell, my brother Cletus would love to talk to you.
hey, man, I'm Terrell from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're all pretty like people going in.
All right, now sounds good.
I'm just gonna Captain Code thoughts to just pull this memory out for later. Someone's gonna want to study.
Are you always invisible?
No, I just did this because I was trying to be stealthy. It's not working very well. I can see
No,
that.
because you're still talking.
I know. I have learned my lesson. I haven't learned my lesson. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm gonna do more stupid stuff. It just kind of happens.
Hello, I don't have a chance to see the look that they're all frozen in. So like, hi everybody, welcome. It is Friday night here on Indigo Chameleon, and it is time for a little Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, we play Dragons. So we're excited. Wolfgarin is excited to get religion tonight. Come away with me, Wolfgarin, and we will show you. You can get an amen. In fact, you can get 6 amen. Welcome to tonight's one shot. I'm very excited about tonight's one shot. It's been a brewing in my brain for a little bit. One of my babies is the Unbroken Veil, the realm of the Unbroken Veil, which is our take of modern day D&D here on Indigo Chameleon, and I'm excited to dive back into that world. And did I stack the deck in my favor? Yes. Yes, I did. Because look at all these amazing, wonderful, beautiful faces that are going to play for you this evening. Announcements. We got a Discord. Come and hang out with us there. It's where we talk about cool stuff like D&D and then randomly go on tangents, like talk about poker nights and Star Wars. Because the only people that don't like Star Wars are the people who live Star Wars, Ted, because they lived it. They lived the Star Wars. So come and join us. We'd love to have you. We also have a merch store. Hype. Sainty Love, hi. FML, the chat is saying they love your background. You're getting bonus points tonight. So we have a merch store. It's a chance for you to buy cool stuff like mugs and t-shirts and shower curtains. I have one. Be one of the cool kids, like me. Is that a sentence I never thought I'd say? Yes. Yes, it is. Upcoming schedule for this week. We've got lots of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. I always say that on a Friday, and then I'm like, we got nothing going on this weekend. Weekends are usually pretty chill here at Indigo Chameleon, but I encourage you to go out there and check out cool stuff. Other shows in the Storytellers Union. Dice Barbarian, you got any shows coming up that you want to plug? Stuff you got coming up?
Well, not this weekend, but I got Savage World of Terrace. The podcast Savage World of Terrace will drop next episode on Sunday. On Wednesday, I have my Tabletop Tavern 2 with How I Nerd, where I play Orion Dominias. Love to come, it's a wonderful thing. I have Dice Barbarian Productions is now a thing, and I've put together a podcast for superheroes, Savage World Superheroes, that will come about. Stay tuned, because it's still it's coming down the pipe. But we have the cast, we've met, we were doing the things, things are happening, but it's a process.
Get in on the ground floor.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying. It's gonna, lots of stuff coming up, but that's me. Thank you. Yeah, dude, of course. Yeah, tune in. Dice Barbarians game on Wednesdays. I usually don't have a game, so I tune in, and it's a lot of fun. You're gonna love it. I'm partial to War, but this is probably one of my other favorite characters that you play. So
Ryan's an interesting cat. He's pretty cool.
He's an interesting cat. But while you're downloading podcasts, you know what else you should listen to? A podcast called Into the Vault. It's a podcast that Garrison does. Garrison, tell us about Into the Vault.
Yeah, if you like Disney, I have a podcast where we review the old forgotten Disney movies, like your Pete's Dragon, Black Cauldron, Tron. I'm throwing in buzzwords that I know nerds like Tron and Black Cauldron.
Did you say Tron?
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Black Cauldron?
It's called Into the Vault. Scribe, you've been on a few episodes.
I have.
We recently reviewed the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian.
It was a very fun episode. I encourage you to listen to it. Not just because I'm in it, but Garrison and I go off on a tangent about how the whole movie is because of an evil baby. I highly recommend it when you're tooling around the house. So check out Into the Vault. Wolf Garin D&D, thank you for the bits, my dude. 1,500 bits. Oh, you are the man, dude. Speaking of bits, we actually, Wolf Garin is supporting the stream tonight. With your bits, you can buy all sorts of stuff here on Indigo Chameleon. And with that, everybody here at the table gets DM inspiration tonight. He has brought that for every single one of you. So every single one of you, and let's check to see, these might be loaded up.
Maybe?
No, that's okay. Every one of you gets a reroll tonight at a crucial moment, at a certain spot in the game. You are going to get DM inspiration from Wolf Garin. Dude, we love you. Heart hands, dude. Thank you so much. Wolf Garin is one of our permanent cast members on Thursdays, and he's on a weight loss journey right now. So thank you so much for supporting the stream. But that's yes, Into the Vault. Awesome show. Next show coming up for us is on Tuesdays. We have Wanderlust. It is an exploration of Wildmount. We are only on episode 3, but already one of the characters has divulged their backstory and made one of the worst moves I've ever seen in a game of D&D. And if I wasn't married to this person, I don't know what I would do. It was amazing. It was fantastic. So listen to the podcast. That's going to be dropping on Monday, but you can also go back and watch episodes on Twitch or YouTube and fun stuff like that. So yeah, check it out. That's on Tuesday.
It's very good.
It's so much fun. I'm so happy with this.
I enjoy that one.
Thank you. And on Thursday, you can catch us over on the Lost Isle. They're starting a brand new arc. You don't need to have seen any of the other episodes to be able to catch in. We do short mini arcs that are easy to digest. This group I'm sending them to Eberron. And I haven't even told Miss Ophelia yet that I'm borrowing heavily from a little thing that she has, and she's traveling with another one of the players here, so it's going to be great. A lot of fun. It was just revealed that that Miss Indigo Chameleon is playing Etheria, a tiefling in Eberron, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Join us for a little mini arc on Thursday. And then next Friday, we have another game of the Amen. I'm doing, this is West Coast, I'm doing East Coast next week. So you'll be able to see this same ritual happening in East Coast. I saw that, Tony.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You dorky genius.
I'm not that
I
cool.
love you. You stop it. You belong here with me. So yeah, and I think that's it. Anybody have anything else that they want to plug? Anything coming up project-wise? No?
I'm opening up a D&D tea shop next week.
What up?
Called TPK.
It's called TPK.
I love
That's
it.
amazing.
Is it an online store?
It's an online store. I'm opening it up next week. So
You are going to roll for initiative and slide into those DMs, and then we are going to talk about possibly doing a giveaway and maybe doing some reach outs to people. Okay? So
Okay.
It's going to be great. I think that's it for announcements. Heroes. Welcome to the realm of the Unbroken Veil. For my audience that is tuning in, the Unbroken Veil is a world that we have established here on Indigo Chameleon. It takes place in modern times, where the heroes and adventures and magical items that you're used to in games of sword and sorcery are here in the modern world. The gods, a very long time ago, were able to see what society would become, and they didn't like it. So they set up the veil. The veil is a protection over the people that live in the modern world that don't know that the world of magic and monsters exist. However, tucked away inside this are still those beings that look a little bit different or are granted the powers needed to be able to make a change in the world. Enter the Amen. There are many gods and churches that exist in the realm of the Unbroken Veil. They have all banded together to form an elite group of men and women that set out to handle situations involving demonic possession, apocalyptic crises, and things that go bump in the night. We are going to focus in on one of those teams right now. A group of heroes that are setting forth to do the right thing. Each of the heroes that you see tonight will either be a cleric or a paladin, or, hey, you got a little bit of a cleric and a paladin. You got a little paladin and a cleric. A little bit of PB&J, a little mixture of the two. But either way, you're going to see one of those two classes portrayed tonight. But the characters are as varied as my amazing, intuitive, inventive players. So we're actually going to zoom in on a van, which is cruising down the San Jose, California streets. You all had taken a private jet to fly here as paid for a benefactor that sends you all out on your missions. You are all eating in the car a delicious, nutritious, amazing hero's feast prepared by your new best friend in the entire world, Lucian, who is casting the spell and burning his uncommon item to be able to assist the group in what he had no idea as to be one of the greatest neuterings of the scribe I have ever seen before the game has actually started, as most of my stuff was about frightening you and possessing you. So here we are. Lucian, tell us, why don't you roll some temporary hit die for the group, and then we'll get started on describing what everybody looks like.
It's 2d10, right? Okay.
2d10.
5 and 10. 15.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Everybody mark
Yay.
down 15 temporary hit points. It's a lot,
Enjoy my combo.
that is amazing. Let's talk about some of these individuals in the van as you all are making your way towards this street in the middle of suburbia America. Miss Ophelia, tell us about Volupta.
Volupta is a very drow cleric of the Raven Queen. She is, if I can describe her, it's Morticia Adams, but add more metal. And that's what she is.
Everyone here knows exactly who Volupta is now. Thank you very much. You know Morticia? Add more metal?
Add more metal. And there she is. She is a lawful good. She's very sweet, very kind, very more reserved to herself, but is more than willing to help when she needs to be.
Sitting next to Volupta is Bax. Would you tell us about Bax tonight?
Bax is a lizard folk paladin of conquest. He is a soldier, so he's neutral. He's willing to go with what the team decides, but not very high intelligence. He doesn't make many decisions for himself. But he's a big scary lizard. I'm not done with him yet, but he's a big scary lizard.
Hey, look at you. We love our artist.
Sentinel shield, so he is here to intimidate and beat the crap out of people.
And we love him.
And we love him for it. Our beefy lizard boy. Take a picture and post in the Discord for me. Spotlight, do you mind?
All right.
On your phone? Kima. Indigo Chameleon, tell us a little bit about Kima this evening.
Kima is about 17. She discovered by the time she was about 8, that she just had a real talent for dying and coming back. So she's kind of got an arrangement with Hades. She's a little socially awkward. All her best friends are ghosts at this point. And he keeps sending her on missions, probably to get her out of his hair. She has a familiar who is a ghost cat who's actually the ghost of her grandma Blanche, who takes cat form. She has a ghost lantern with her that is her grandfather Archibald. And yeah, and that's she's just very in tune with the ghost community, or spirit community, you might say.
Epic. Nosarag. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh man, Nosarag, he's a light cleric of Bahamut. He just loves hanging out. He wants to be a hero. He has no idea how, but boys, he's here. I'm here. That's me. I love boats.
Yep.
I love whipped cream and I love boats. Those are my two things I love.
That's awesome. Thank you, Nos. Lucian, tell us a little bit about your character this evening.
Lucian Tentaclebeard is a pirate captain, and he does really good at what he does. He's a voodoo priest and a follower of the Kraken, and recently a man of a crisis of faith.
I love Tentaclebeard. This is the second time Tentaclebeard has made an appearance on Indigo Chameleon, and every time it gets better and better. So thank you for lending his talents. Last but certainly not least, Darrow.
Hi, I'm Darrow Smallbow. I'm a halfling. I'm a paladin of Melora. Some call her Mother of all Nature, as it were. I'm here to help. You know, if you need help, I guess. Hi, bird, out the window. So yeah, you know.
Oh man, I'm gonna feel real bad about hurting these characters. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Amen. This is a group of individuals that are set forth, and they are going to be needed as the car begins to travel forward. I would encourage all of you to learn about the benefits of a hero's feast. Lucian, if you want to drop that in the Discord, you are welcome to do so. Off the top of my head, you get those temporary hit points. I know you get advantage on wisdom saving throws. You cannot be poisoned. You cannot take poison damage with it, and there might be a couple of other things as well. But I would encourage you to do that. Everybody here, you are in your car. This is a nondescript white van that had picked you all up at the airport. You are driving down these streets for a while, eating in the car, but this delicious meal that Lucian has prepared for you. It's about 3 p.m. Over in San Ho, California, and you are winding down some main city streets further and further away from the bustle of the city until you get to the most dangerous of all places, suburbia. Not only suburbia, but you come to an idyllic looking part of suburbia by the name of Maple Street. Maple Street is what you see in every sort of postcard and TV show that shows kids running down the street and playing. The houses are all the same. It always reminds me of the song "Little Boxes on a Hillside, Little Boxes filled with ticky-tacky," and all of these houses look very much the same. The only difference here on Maple Street is a very large police barricade set up with 2 extremely large white tents set up at the very beginnings of the street. As the car pulls up, you would see a group of police officers come out of their cars and stop the van, all of them with a sort of nervous look on their face, when a gentleman walks out of the white tent. This gentleman is wearing a purple suit that is very well tailored to fit him. He's got long dark hair and dark skin. His eyes sparkle with this green that is almost otherworldly. And he's got a big smile for everyone. And as he comes out, he simply waves a hand in the air, and the police officers, without saying another word, go back into their vehicles or go back to their post at the front of the street. You see him walk over to the van and go, I am very happy that you all are here. Please, come with me into the tent. You are representatives of the church, correct?
Aye.
Aye.
Correct.
Good.
Yeah. Yep.
Good. This way. Please, come with me. And he will walk into the tent. As a sign of good faith to you all, he will drop his human disguise the second he walks into the tent. Before you is a giant white board that he has set up. You see several cots and things of that sort. This almost seems like a staging ground. And he turns around to look at you, and before you see a tiefling. Purple tiefling. 2 of the horns have been broken off, and they look like they've been broken off fairly recently from the top of his head. One of them still has a wound where it almost looks like the horn was ripped out. He is wearing black robes, and Volupta, you would notice the insignia of the Raven Queen immediately upon his person. And he goes, it is a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Life. I have been a follower of the Raven Queen for quite some time, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all here. You have been summoned forth from the churches in the area, and I was the first one on the scene. Let me explain to you what is happening. He goes over to the whiteboard, and as he does, he is actually going to sit down in a chair, and now that there's no humans around, I need everybody that would be paying attention to Life, you know your characters, give me an insight check. Okay? If you're just kind of here for the show, that's fine, but if you would be paying attention to this gentleman, I need an insight check.
Oh, shoot.
No, I know your character.
I'm only half listening.
Yeah.
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 Hi.
I'm rolling.
24.
24.
That's a big board. Do a lot of writing.
He looks over at you and laughs a little bit as he does.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With my dirty 20, you notice that he looks a little tired. as he sits down in the chair. Lucian, with your 24, as he sits down, this guy doesn't look tired. This guy looks like he's been in the thick of it. You've almost died a few times and seen men that have gone to the brink and come back. This man recently has gone to the brink and come back. He's not well.
Aye, son, what's weighing on you?
His normally cheerful facade breaks for a second as he addresses the group, and he will wave a hand outward, sort of slumping into the chair a bit as the markers begin to float into the air and dance upon the board, emphasizing certain things by writing names down. He goes, "The first family to fall was the ones at the beginning of the street. The children woke up and realized their parents were gone. There was no sign of a break-in. There was no sign of a struggle. Police were called, and upon further inspection, realized that the parents must have just left. The children were sent, or were being ready to be sent, to relatives, family, friends, until the parents could be found. This is not common, but it is not also uncommon for people to perhaps get up or something to happen. The next night, before the children could be taken from the home, for lack of a better word, all hell broke loose. Between the hours of 2 a.m. and 3 a.m., every adult human on this street above the age of 18 vanished. They are gone. We know this because of the 911 calls that were received from the children who noticed the next morning. Every police officer, agent, and other members of organizations, including the agents of Sky, that have set forth to investigate will walk into a house and not come out. One individual has been able to walk into a house to check on the children and make their way back, and he is in this room with you now. And he goes, "It is hard for me to explain to you what I saw, but I need you to try to understand the stakes of which are high. I walked into a home, the first one, where the parents disappeared, and I saw a being the likes of which I had never seen before. It should not have existed in the same space that I saw it. It was larger than the space, but it managed to be in the space. It was demonic in nature. It had shackles attached to each of its wrists with chains that seemed to disappear into the ground. As I watched this, I saw two children who were in the kitchen grab food and run out the back door, not paying mind to the demonic presence that was in the room. As the creature turned his direction in my way, I began to cast a spell in hopes to buy the children more time. I don't remember what happened next. I was projected out of the building with such force that I hit a parked car 2 miles away. Past the street, I was on death's door. Luckily, my patron had more work for me to do, and more memories for her sake. So, I wish I had happier news. I wish I could tell you more answers, but right now I have potentially a street full of children who no one has heard from or talked to, and more questions than answers.
This is terrible. This is not the working of the fate trees. This is not natural.
No one has
Frank,
talked
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna. Okay, so, yes, I'm asking. Have you seen bodies? Have you seen ghosts? Because that's kind of the easiest.
Sure, let me paint this too. Kima turns to her left and starts speaking to someone who isn't there. Okay? So she's not speaking to Darrow and calling him Frank, or speaking to her, like she is turning and addressing someone who's not there. Life will turn to you and sort of shrug and say, I have no ability to see ghosts or beings that have yet crossed over to the other side. If this is a being, this is a poltergeist or ghost of the likes of which I have never seen exude this much power.
No, I mean the parents. You haven't seen their bodies. You haven't seen the ghosts of the. Okay, well, that would be the first start. Yes, we will do that.
No, I have not seen such beings.
And no one's spoken to any of the children.
Not necessarily. He will reach across the table and you will see what looks to be a backpack. Pretty simple looking blue backpack. It's got those black and white composition books, some random school supplies, but inside is a working, looks like a dollar store Spider-Man walkie-talkie. We have been able to talk to one. It is sporadically. He is not forthcoming with information, but he is interested to know who would win versus Iron Man versus Thor. And this
Thor.
is...
Well, that's Thor easy. He commands the elements.
True.
I don't know who you're
Wait, are we
talking
talking like at the beginning of the franchise or like at the end of like current incarnations? Also, is it a comic book or is it like movies? What are we talking?
House with
What are those?
inside and children. Right now, the only thing we should be doing is walking over to that house, kicking on the door, and killing what's inside.
I
agree.
Get inside.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Thor.
I am going to
Iron
go
Man
Thor.
outsmarted what's his face. Okay, I disagree.
Listen, I'm not
extending
Frank,
this.
what do
but I
you think?
disagree.
Is it Iron Man or Thor? Because I don't know. He's the Star Wars guy. I don't know this stuff.
Who is she
Only one of
talking
them's
to?
actively alive in the MCU, so that's all I'm saying.
Who's else is here?
Let's go kill the demon.
Life looks very confused for a second, and then is going to hand the walkie-talkie to Nasarag and be like, I'm going to assume you know who these individuals are, and I will let you speak to him. This individual apparently had a leg up because he does have a backpack, but it is mostly for show. He is homeschooled, has been homeschooled all of his life.
So was I.
Oh, his name is Tim. So please, you may reach out to him and
That's awesome.
speak to him as much as you are able to.
That's wonderful.
He looks over at Lucian and he goes, I understand your need, and I understand the hurt that it must be to not have answers. There are children who need protection. But I caution, as much as you will listen, I caution, take this not rushing in. There is, if these are demonic forces at work and the children are involved, I do not know how much trying to force a power struggle will yield.
Oh, you're right. Have some gumbo.
He looks over and he will go, you know
Don't
what?
tell them.
Gumbo would be amazing, thank you. And he grabs the bowl and starts eating. And you watch as the magic inherent in Lucian's gumbo, God, as a Cajun man, this makes me so happy to say these words. You see one of his horns start to grow back as he enjoys some of Lucian's gumbo.
That's great. That's good job.
Our supplies are limited, but what we have, we give to you. He will point over towards a table where you will see 6 greater healing potions, one for each of you. If you want to add that to your inventory.
Yes, please.
There is also an odd-looking device on the table. Okay, the odd-looking device looks. Have you ever seen those little lights that are battery operated? They're like domes, and you hit them, and that's what turns them on, and then you press them again, and they turn off.
Yeah, like a tap light.
Like a tap light. There's one of those there as well, and he goes, I don't know how much this will help. If one of you does become under the influence of demonic forces and are possessed in some way, the light will begin to glow. While the light is shining, it is a reminder that there is always light in the darkness. If one of you becomes possessed and that light is shining, you can extinguish the light to end the possession immediately. Do you understand? It's a one-time use for the group. Who would like to hold on to these? He will look over at Volepta and hand you the dome light, or what it looks to be a dome light. Volepta, I need a D1.
Doom light.
The Doom.
It's a Doom light. Yeah.
Volepta, give me a D100.
It's a 14.
14. Okay. Volepta, as he passes the dome light over to you, his hands accidentally brush against yours. And there's that spark of just human contact, of like a contact between another creature. But as his hands brush against yours, there's the sound of a scream. It's very palpable. It's very like gut wrenching. Like it's almost like you're treated to this brief glimpse of madness as his hands brush yours, and you understand that you're witnessing the seconds before he was ejected out of the house. Like whatever it was, it is a shared memory that the Raven Queen grants you of like, take of this what you will, as he is just thrown screaming out of the house.
She takes the light and she reaches out her hand, like cups his face and says, "Rest."
And with that, he does. He huddles over the gumbo like it's freezing out and just begins to eat this comfort food. With that, all of you begin to walk out of the white tent from the other side and are on Maple Street. The street is comprised as such. The street dead ends at the very end of it. If you look down, you will see 3 houses on each side of Maple Street. Okay? The houses I'm going to label as follows. On the left is house 1, 2, and 3. Okay?
From the dead end,
From
or from us.
From
going
where
to the
you're
dead end?
standing, your immediate house to the left is number 1.
Okay.
The immediate house to your right is 4. The one down is 5. One down is 6.
Got it.
It dead ends into a small park playground. Okay? The playground has the bare bones little, it's got a slide, like the tube slide, swing set, monkey bars. Okay? Past that is trees, forest, things of that sort.
Can we go there?
Maybe after.
Can we go there? Okay.
Maybe after.
Stop by the park.
Absolutely, darling.
The park?
Happy little trees out there.
Oh,
I think we should start with the walkie-talkie. Yes.
it's a
Yeah.
good thought.
Iron Man.
The house that you got thrown out of. Which house was that?
You guys watch as Kima sticks her head back in the tent and goes, and he will say, the first one on your left.
Oh, so number 1?
Yes, number 1.
House number 1. Okay.
Thank you.
He nods and continues to eat gumbo.
That's fair. Nostrog, you have the walkie-talkie? Yes?
Yep.
Maybe say something about whoever Thor is.
Yeah.
You should find out what house the walkie-talkie is from.
Nos, here's how I'm going to treat this, okay? I
What
know
about the Iron Man?
that clerics or paladins don't necessarily have the highest charisma in the world.
No.
Now, based on your conversations with this kid, I'm not going to make you roll for it if you are able to naturally have a conversation. Because I hate things like that, like, well, he's having a natural conversation. So if it naturally comes up and you're able to talk to this kid, I'm just going to give it to you. But if he's starting to get freaked out or stressed, he's going to bolt.
Okay.
All right.
Okay?
Hey, is anyone there? It's me, your pal Spider-Man.
God, that's good. Which one?
Peter Parker. Not Ben Reilly. He sucks.
That's okay. I thought you were Miles. You kind of sounded like Miles.
Well, spider people have to sound the same, confuse the bad guys.
That's true.
Hey, I'm here with some other Avengers, and we heard there might be some monsters in the area.
They killed my dog.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
they...
it's a good thing we have... Yeah, what?
Pretty sure they ate him.
Man, monsters can be so cruel, can't they?
They're really bad.
No, I agree. And so do all of my friends. Us, the Avengers, who are currently
We do.
here.
We do.
Do you know where to
Seriously.
find this monster so we can, web him up?
They're in the houses.
All of them?
We don't go in the houses anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Should
Do you
we?
remember which house? Huh? What?
Should we come out to you?
Yes? Wait. No, you shouldn't come out to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the bad guys have weird mind stuff. In fact, we're in disguises right now. More disguisey than our usual disguises.
Okay, this one I'm gonna need a persuasion check. Just for the use of the word disguisey disguises.
What am I disguised as? And who's Peter Parker?
14?
14. Okay. He goes, the secret word is Charizard.
Got it.
Trevor says to ask where they're hiding.
Hey, Taro Box, do either of you, can either of you detect outsiders?
Sorry, that was Thor. You could tell by his weird voice.
He sounded like Thor.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
definitely
you're
Thor.
Thor. Oh, it's all coming
He just
together.
came back from beating Iron Man, a thing he could do.
Yes, totally.
I love meeting new people like Iron Man.
You hear Tim say, "I told you guys," to an undisclosed amount of individuals. We'll see you soon, Spidey.
All right. See you soon.
Ask them where they are.
Clicked off.
There's only 6 houses. It's like,
But they're not in the houses.
what?
They said they weren't in the houses.
Wait, the monsters or the kids?
The kids.
Yeah, no, they're not in the houses.
I don't know what's going on right now.
To be fair, neither do I.
I should have taken a sip. I should have taken a sip.
This is a,
I don't think
this
we're
is
going to
all
fight the kids, though. So I don't
maybe
think
we
that's
should use the
really
big board. Will the big board help us?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try the big board. And will that do something? I don't know.
Well,
Can
I'm
I
just
call
spitballing
dibs?
here.
if I'm wrong.
I still don't know who Peter Parker is, so I'm trying to figure that out. Anyways.
Darrow
um,
is
I
precious and
can't-
must be protected at all.
We have to kill
we,
Peter and
we
and
have
Thor,
found the
I
one
guess?
character Ophelia will protect with her life.
I just met this.
Can you not detect good and evil?
Oh,
Uh,
that's what he's asking.
I didn't. I honestly, Tony didn't prepare that because he figured everybody else would have. I predicted.
I don't think you need to prepare that
protection
one.
from good and evil.
I don't.
Paladin.
Detect might be just
Oh,
an
yeah, that's right.
innate feature for
Oh, is
both
it?
you and Bax.
Oh,
It's
good
divine
thing
sense.
somebody's gonna play my
Yeah.
character for me.
No, you're good. Who's gonna do? Who's gonna use their divine sense, and what's the range on it for me?
I can,
Okay.
and the range is 60 feet. So I'm
Si-
gonna walk out
Okay.
because I don't want to do it right here. I'm gonna kind of center myself. I'm gonna include house one because that was the one that he got tossed from.
Okay.
I guess I can only include one house, so it's 60. It's only 60 feet. So
Yeah. So you're gonna walk up to the front door, or
Yeah.
close to like the front yard of.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just and go okay. Okay. The grass needs to be watered. It's pretty dark. Anyways, we'll take care of that.
Volupta stays
So-
like right behind him because like terrified
Yeah.
at the small things when I get hurt.
Yeah, just like walking out. So I go. I need your help. Tell me if there's bad guys. Peter Parker needs our help, and Thor's here. Help us.
Peter Parker needs
And,
our help, and Thor is here. Got it.
Yeah. And you see this divine green energy. The clouds separate. This divine green energy just kind of shoots down and lights the 60-foot range. And my head kind of peels back as I suck in the divine energy. My eyes go green as well. And I want
Sure.
to see if I can.
Well,
What he
didn't know it did that.
The Wild Mother reaches out, and you establish very quickly that Darrow is Groot in this scenario. As some of the grass in the area gets a little bit more full, as Darrow reaches out to the Wild Mother for guidance in this matter. Darrow, what are you able to detect with your divine sense?
It's a beautiful question. Looks like Celestial Fiend Undead.
Okay. From
Celestial Fiend Undead.
inside the house, you detect a fiendish presence. Not only do you detect it, but the feeling is so strong that you realize that it is at the front door. Like almost like whatever this being is, it is pressed up against it. Just almost like a soda can that you shake. That there's just a lot of pressure built up behind the
You
front
can feel
door
like
of
this
this
fiendish
house.
pressure that's like
Yeah.
coming back on me.
You notice this because some of the plants have started to naturally recoil away from the house. It's a slight lean, but Melora points it out to you, and that's how you were able to discern this.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Hang on, Kimo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and
Now go
shield
back
the
to
faith
normal.
right now.
Shield
so
of
I don't
faith.
forget later.
Okay, Shield of Faith lasts for how long? It's like
Oh crud! I always forget this versus another. This one's 10 minutes, so
10
I'll wait
minutes.
till right before we go in.
Okay.
And then I'll
Okay.
because I'm assuming we're going in at some point.
Darrow,
Yeah, I
do
thought
you
that was
share all of this with the group?
Yeah, I turn and I say, we better tell everybody there's a bad guy in there. Like really, I mean, there's bad guys and there's that guy's bad.
Blanche could
Do you
go
know
in.
Right there.
What type of bad guy?
A fiend. Oh, fiend. You said right? Yeah. It's a fiend. Devious energy. It's really bad. You know. Don't
I
go
will
in there. Or if we
let-
go in there, we gotta go as a group. I don't do the tactics, but yeah, there's something right there. It's not good.
I will let you all know that with Life, when I did touch his hand, I did see the moment where he was thrown from the house, and it was pure madness.
I can use magic and just open the door without touching it.
Yeah, that's that's way cool.
Blanche can just go in and look at the place without us having to go in at all.
Or that one.
Oh,
that one.
Yeah.
I mean, then we could at least, she could tell us what's there. Or I could tell you it's there because I can see with her and the ears and the hear. Yeah.
Okay.
Blanche.
You would see this little ghost cat materialize out of the ground. This is just a tabby cat that just seems to kind of crawl up, and then as she summons Blanche, Blanche takes one look at her and just like lays on the side and just kind of rolls on the grass a little bit, just lackadaisically.
But Blanche, there's a demon thing in there, and I was hoping you could go in and just check it out, and then like we could do our
Look at
thing,
that.
and that way
that.
we can. No, wait. Yeah, and then we could go and talk about. Yes, we could go in and do the thing, and yeah. I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
Blanche.
Trevor, stop.
Blanche is requesting through her actions that you pick her up and place her on the sidewalk. She does not want to walk in the grass.
Blanche. All right, I pick her up and I carry her up to the door.
The minute you pick her up out of the grass, she bites your hand, and you drop her into the grass, and she walks over to the sidewalk.
She's in a bit of a mood.
It's completely unnatural, but so cute. I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
What
something right
are you
there.
doing?
I'm gonna ask Blanche to walk since we were already told that this thing was right in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have Blanche go in kind of through the side so that Blanche can see it, but hopefully it won't, like, who knows, maybe it'll immediately detect Blanche and make Blanche disappear. But ideally we could get a look at this thing before it's face to face with Blanche.
Okay.
So like in through a sidewall to walk to kind of look from behind. And I'm gonna look through. I'm gonna zone out because I'm gonna look through her eyes and ears. Like, look, yeah, you know.
I need a stealth check from Blanche.
Okay.
I'm going to give this to you at advantage because this thing is waiting for you, any of you, to knock on the door, open the door, to give it passage out, so it's a little preoccupied.
Okay. So I just realized. Okay. So just regular, because I never checked with you for sure. She's just regular cat. Even though she's ghosty, does she get?
I'm going to say...
She's just regular cat stealth.
Yeah, she can have a +3 because of...
Oh, actually, one of those was a nat 20.
Then
So
forget that +3 ever existed.
And cats are stealth +4 anyway. So yeah, but
Okay.
yeah.
Blanche creeps in. Kima's eyes go blank as Kima starts to look through the eyes of her familiar. Kima, as Blanche goes in the side and materializes through the wall, the creature that you see before you is the closest proximity that I can give is a large hairless gorilla whose teeth are growing so much that they're growing out of its skull. You see spectral chains attached at various points to the creature's skin that seem to head to 4 corners of the house. Okay? As if this thing is being tethered here. It is walking at the door and just sort of walking back and forth in this small space where the door is. It walks in such a way that the fist come down and punch into the ground, and at other points where the teeth are growing too much, you look as if the bones are growing too much too. The elbow bone comes out and forms a sharp point that would be pretty brutal if it hits. The knee as well also comes out and forms a sharp point. This is a demon. For lack of a better term, this is a demon. It is giving off demonic, fiendish vibes as it walks around the space, and that is what Blanche sees when she comes into the house.
All right, I am describing this to everyone as I'm seeing it.
DM.
Yeah.
Tony might not know, but Daro would probably know. Would Daro have the feeling, and I don't know if I roll or whatever, that this is a cursed premise? Like this building may be cursed?
Tell you what, pal. Give me a. What's your spellcasting ability modifier? Is it wisdom? Is it charisma?
Charisma.
Okay.
Because I'm Pally.
Outstretch your hand and give me a charisma saving throw. You're basically going to open yourself up to the surroundings to see if the building is cursed in some way.
Okay, so
Yeah.
and this I channel, and the roots around me kind of come up to my hands and center me from the
Yeah.
ground as I connect to the ancient trees of time.
Yeah.
And
As one does.
17 plus 10 for 27.
It's 27.
Hey.
It is bad. Whatever the opposite of holy ground is, that's what this is. The house isn't cursed. The building isn't cursed itself.
Okay.
What's happening is something inside the house that's not a physical form doesn't belong here, and it's causing a sickness.
Okay.
But
not a curse.
It's not a curse. It's not a somebody cast a spell. There's the town is sick, literally, and now you're finding out very physically.
Okay. I said it's not a curse. I was just gonna remove curse it, take it away. But
Question.
no easy time this time. That's not gonna work. And the roots fade back into the ground and grass grows.
Could Blanche go look in the other houses?
What is your question for me first?
My question is, a familiar can cast a touch-based spell for me.
Correct.
So, I'm not asking it to cast a touch-based spell, but my familiar can see this creature.
Right.
So what I would like to do is I would like to cast Detect Thoughts, because technically I can see this creature right now through my familiar.
Okay.
It says, but the problem is it's saying, I was reading the spell and it's saying, and I don't know if this is DM discretion, for the duration you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell inside your action, blah, blah, blah. But I don't see, where it lists the certain creatures.
That's a gift to your DM. So, okay. Okay.
So yeah. So and only if I'm digging deeper does it have to make a save.
Okay. Volupta, you reach out to Kima and say, "Hey, is there any way that the cat?" But she's current.
Can't hear.
She can't hear you. She's a little catatonic at the moment because she's seeing through the cat. So you use your cat on whatever this being is.
Yeah, it doesn't actually have to touch the creature. Okay. Oh, crud! I may not be able to because the range itself. That's weird.
It is.
Because it's not.
But it's your familiar.
Okay.
Okay. So, the surface thoughts that you get. Okay. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is a 23.
Okay. A 23 is going to make it. So instead of you riding this wave of anger and acting out against your party members, instead, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say that Kima takes 6 points of psychic damage and her nose starts bleeding. As whatever this being is turns around from the door and stares over at the cat.
I'm gonna have my cat pop out and back to where I am.
Okay. You're going to give me a contested dex check to see if it can get to the cat before you can pop the cat out.
Oh, that's a dex check for the cat, right?
Yep.
And just remember, we have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
Yes.
That wasn't that great. That's an 8.
8.
Yeah.
The creature reaches forward and grabs the cat right before you poof it out, and you watch as this creature looks down, opens its jaw enough that the jaw breaks and snaps as it opens its jaw, and shoves this cat whole, even in spectral form, into the mouth, and then locks the jaw back in and pops the jaw up. And your cat is no more.
The demon ate my grandma. I tried to read its thoughts and it ate Blanche.
That's
said
right.
it was-
I mean, I can
Is
bring her
Jane
back, but
here?
it takes a long time.
Your nose is bleeding. Here,
Yeah.
I hand her like
Thanks.
a piece of moss to clean her nose with.
No, good. Thank you.
Well, clearly this demon's mean, so we need to like blow it up. I'm opening the door.
Oh, hey.
Divine blow up. Oh, that's not very good.
Okay, all right. Nosrak, how are you opening the door?
Using that good old thaumaturgy of.
Okay, with thaumaturgy, Nosarag opens the door. The door flies off of its hinges, and this demon goes running towards it and stops at the threshold to the house. It is like it hits this invisible brick wall at the doorway. It just is like it's pounding its meaty fist up against it and screaming out in Abyssal. Does anybody here speak Abyssal?
Oh, I think I do. I do.
Okay. Anybody?
Yeah, I actually think Lucian does.
Lucian, you would definitely speak Abyssal, knowing why your name is the way it is. Even if it's not marked on your character sheet. Nos, do you speak Abyssal?
No.
Bax, do you speak Abyssal?
No.
Okay. Okay, no.
I do.
Those of you that speak Abyssal hear this. Pain will rise from the depths. Pain will overtake us all. Pain is why we are here, and pain is who we will worship. It says that over and over again. Pain will rise from the depths. Pain is why we are here. Pain is who we will worship. And just starts saying it over and over again.
Oh, you big ducky, where's your boss? You're too ugly and dumb to be in charge.
Okay? I need... You know what? I don't need anything. This thing begins to rip against the chains that are holding it in the house. It begins to scream out in pain as those hooks take away big, meaty chunks of it that seem to be holding it in the house and breaks through the threshold of the door, running outside. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative, please.
All right. I'm going to turn on Aura of Protection if the other paladin didn't already do it.
Okay?
That just happens.
Yeah, that just happens. Okay, 20 to 25. 20 to 15.
19.
19.
19.
Oh my
goodness.
god.
Wow.
Nos,
Hey,
Bax.
we're just like, oh.
Yeah, Nos, Bax, and Darrow. They can go ahead. Darrow.
Take a nap.
Can I just go last out of the 3?
Oh, I'll go middle.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Be my guest.
Darrow, Nos, Bax. Followed by the demon. What was that?
Is what we worship.
Pain is what we worship. 15 to 10.
12.
12 for Valepto. Okay. 10 to 5.
5.
And Lucian.
4.
You're there, buddy. We did it.
Okay. Daro, you're up first. This guy comes sprinting out of the door. I imagine everybody so far is kind of near the door. I'm gonna put you guys 20 feet away as this thing breaks through whatever chains were holding it in place and begins to tear forward towards the group. The only one who's a little bit ahead of the group right now is Kima, because everybody was sort of gathered around her at a certain point. So Kima, I'm gonna put you at just a little bit ahead of everybody. Okay. Daro, what are you doing?
All right. Just as a reaction, as he sees this thing bust out, he wasn't expecting. He just grabs a holy symbol and he's going to do turn the faithless.
Okay.
As his channel divinity, he's just going to burn it really quick, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw DC 15. If it fails, the creature is turned for 1 minute.
Okay.
Until it takes damage.
Okay. The demon immediately, as Darrow holds this holy symbol out up like this, you watch as the demon freezes for a moment and begins to sort of turn away from Darrow. As long as Darrow's holding up this holy symbol, this demon doesn't want any part of the Wild Mother. Yeah. As you watch as Darrow, this very calm, collected, short little dude, all of a sudden is looking at this thing, but his eyes have been replaced with the teeming storms of the Wild Mother. 2 hurricanes collected behind his eyes as he stares this thing down. That is your action. Are you doing anything with your bonus
I'm
action?
just staying there. No, I'm just going to stay there.
Okay.
And I'll just say, it's I don't know. It's not going to hurt us if we don't hurt it. It's stuck.
Okay. Nos.
Yeah. So it's not going to hurt us if we don't hurt it.
Okay.
Cool. Then I guess I'll just cast Calm Emotion.
Okay. On the creature.
Sure.
On the demonic force. Okay. Yeah. What's the save on Calm Emotion?
Charisma 17.
It fails its save, so it starts to chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Demon starts.
Maybe we can talk to it.
To chill out a little bit. You doing anything with your bonus action?
Smiling.
Okay. Okay. It's a good smile, man. It's a good smile. Bax.
I'm just gonna put myself in front of Kima and hold my action since I don't
What
wanna
are you
disrupt
holding?
Whatever. I just mean not do anything for the moment.
You're not going to do anything. Are you holding an attack?
No, I mean I'm just at this point I'm kind of like, all right, he's holding it in place. He calmed it down. I'm just gonna wait because I can't speak Abyssal to talk to it.
I'll say this, Bax. You take your weapon out and you stand at the ready, but you interpose yourself in between Kima. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The demon begins to speak. This time it speaks in common with a much more reserved voice. Why are you stopping my minions? You are currently out of combat for the time being, for the next minute.
That was the quickest initiative and out of initiative.
Sorry, folks.
I'm gonna.
No, good.
Hang on.
I love it.
So this is how I need to do this. This is how I need to do this. Volupta, if you want to say anything or do anything, we're still in initiative order right now, but he is held in place.
I was just gonna hold blindness if
Okay.
he attacked. Was what I was gonna do.
Do you want to say anything?
Not at the moment because I don't know what to say.
Okay.
Hey man, what minions? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daro would be, through Daro's eyes, what he sees is you guys see this guy just stand there and a beam of light from my symbol hitting him. Daro sees these trees lighting the house, these tree creatures that are holding their hands out like a barrier, and he's like, because he speaks Abyssal, and he's actually going to Abyssal for this thing. It took me a second to look it up when I found it. And he just says, why are you here? This is unnatural. This is not where you belong.
Kima, what
Let
do you
us
think?
get you back to where you belong.
Oh, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bonus action for Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith on yourself. It's not a bad choice.
And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to touch Nasarag's shoulder and cast Death Ward, because he just touched this thing. And just in case this thing gets super pissed off,
Okay.
I would rather, it will probably get mostly pissed off at him.
Nos, the minute you die, you get knocked to 0, you're going to pop back up to 1, okay?
I also,
When I
as a
die.
person, I know Nasarag and how much he dies.
You actually can't do this because
I
of spell
can't?
casting. You've already cast Shield of Faith
Oh,
on yourself.
right, and it's not a
one's
cantrip. No, I can't. So then forget about the Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
No Shield of Faith.
Because
You-
that's my priority is Nas.
You still have Death Ward up, Nos.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, then I'm holding my bonus action. Like I'm not holding. I'm not using a bonus action.
All right. Lucian, this thing is not answering. It's just sort of being held in place. What are you doing?
We're not talking to the puppet, we're talking to the strings, aren't we? He's just gonna say that.
The demon suddenly nods its head in a very human-looking way. There is no greater puppet master than I. Pain is the greatest motivator in the world.
Then why are you invading San Diego? Comic-Con's coming up. It's the only time I get to walk around without this mask.
What's that?
And Miss Ophelia dies a tiny bit. I come when I am invited.
Who invited you?
My summoner.
Where's your boss?
I'd like to speak to the manager.
How do we break your chains?
Last I wouldn't do that.
I'd like to send you home.
Yes.
Foolish child. I am home. I never left.
What are you? What's your purpose? Everything's got to have a purpose. What do you want here? We can help you.
He turns to you, Darrow, and goes, my purpose is to be reunited with my brother
Oh,
and bring about
that's just
a new age and spread my pain as far as I can.
well. You had a really sweet sentiment there for a second. If you want to meet your brother, but the whole pain thing, I can't buy into. That's a tough sell.
We will meet soon.
Who's your brother?
Yeah, who's your brother?
Uh,
Can I try to convince him to tell me? Like, I don't have a spell, but can I like talk him into it in any way?
as both of you ask, who is your brother? He is going to instinctively lean forward, still being held at bay by the spell, and go, if I were to tell you that while we are talking, my children have been coming out of the houses in the area and surrounding you, that chill of fear, that is my brother. And he will bring his hands up and snap his own neck. Whatever demonic force is there, he will come up and he will snap his neck as the 5 other demons from the houses have been crawling out of their houses this whole time. They're going to get sneak attacks on everybody here at advantage. So, as
Reporting for duty.
as you turn around, you are all, since you have all been sort of laser focused on this individual, you're going to turn around to these other beings of different makes and models, all demonic in form and function, who are surrounding the party. Darrow, for you,
yes,
that is a 26 to hit.
Is melee damage? Oh yeah, it hits no matter what. Yeah.
26 to hit. Okay, this is going to be a mixture of piercing damage, as another one of these giant sort of demonic ape creatures is going to rake you with its elbow where the bone is coming out. Darrow. Okay, Darrow, you take 17, 20, 26 points of piercing damage. As this thing slams into your chest. Okay?
I stumble back to one knee,
Yep.
and all the spectacle of who I am falls away.
Yeah. Lucian, 15 to hit.
I believe that hits.
15 hits. Lucian, 10, 13. You take 19 points of piercing damage as another one of these creatures sneaks up on you. Nos, 23 to hit.
Just barely.
Nos, 12, 9, 22 points of piercing damage.
Can I use my reaction?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to use my feature, Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
So it makes a DC 17 save, or take 2d8.
It does not make it save.
6 and 6, 12.
What type of damage is this?
Lightning.
Lightning damage. Okay. It looks like it's hitting the hard shell around this thing. The lightning damage strikes out against it. Miss Ophelia for Volupta, that's going to be a 14 to hit.
Yeah, my armor class is a 14.
Yep, that hits. Ooh, guys. 7, 14, 19, 23 points of damage to Volupta. And last but not least is Bax. Bax, this is a 19 to hit.
Huh. Yeah, it hits.
Bax, that is 20 points of piercing damage. Gang, we're going to go right back into the initiative.
I didn't get hit yet.
There's only 5 of them. There were 6 houses. You guys held this one at bay. You are not getting hit yet. Not yet.
Plus, I think you're like center circle because I was right in front of you.
Everybody sort of
Oh, 'cause I was
surrounded
supposed to
you,
go on it.
and
Okay.
you were facing, and
Okay,
these things
so-
walked around the outer edge and
Okay.
turned around. Everybody's currently in melee combat. Okay, if you're going to break away from a creature, you're going to need to take an attack of opportunity, as you have currently been surrounded by these things. Okay, at the center of a tight little knit half circle is Kima. Okay. And the body of whatever creature, demonic presence that was in House 1. Okay? That being said, we're going to go back to the top of the initiative order. Darrow, it's your turn.
All right, so Darrow, the beam stops, and he slides back in one knee from getting hit, and he kind of peeks his head up, and you start hearing like that Wonder Woman guitar playing, and he takes off his duster, and he says, "This is not natural." And he pulls out his rapier and he dives at the one in front of him.
Yep.
As he diving, he casts Shield of Fate on himself. That's
Yep.
for a bonus action.
Bonus action.
And he's going to dive straight in with his rapier with this old paladin natural armor that's ancient on him as he dives into the battle.
Give me an attack roll, dude.
You bet. That is 14 plus 7 for 21.
That hits. Roll damage.
All right. That's 7 plus 5 for 12, plus I get another D8 for improved Divine Smite,
Okay.
which is 8. Another 8. So 8 plus 9 for, or no, just 8.
Yeah.
For 20 total.
20 total. 20,
First attack.
20 points. You doing a second attack?
Yep. Second attack is get 2 attacks. To hit, 4 plus 7 for 11. Does that hit?
11 does not hit, unfortunately. This, whatever glance, whatever power you were able to pump into that first shot, the second swing, this creature is able to bring up a sort of overly meaty arm and push the sword to the side.
Yeah, so Dara just kind of lunges him Yoda style and slices, and then recoils back to where he's at with his rapier. That's my turn.
Nos, your turn.
Yes. So they're very close to me.
Yep.
Would you say these guys are fiendish?
Absolutely, I would.
All right. Then I'm gonna swing my old Mesa Disruption at the one that hit me.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 18?
18 hits. Roll damage.
You're good. All right. Let's see, and that's 9, 10. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay.
About 5 of that's radiant, if that matters.
That does matter. Please specify any time that damage is radiant.
Yes.
Oh, then sorry. The 8 of the points was radiant. From
Oh,
the
yeah.
last
I
one.
got you, because you were using
Sorry.
an increased...
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. Nosh, you doing anything else?
Yeah. Seeing as how Kima,
Mm-hmm.
did you actually get to do her Shield of Faith?
Nope.
I'll give her 1.
That's really sweet of you, pal. That's good. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. The one on Nosarag is actually going to take another swing at him. It's the 2 demons' turns. One is going to take a swing at Nos and make another attack against him. This time, it's going to just take both of its fists and raise them up and slam it down onto him, trying to hit the square of his chest. Nos, that is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
16 misses. Whatever sort of magics Nosarag has in place, as those 2 hands come up, they slam against a divine shield that pops up. Darrow, if you want to take an attack of opportunity, you can, because the one that is on you sniffs the air and locks eyes on Kima. It's going to try to push you to the ground, break away from you, and if you want to take an attack of opportunity, you are welcome to.
Absolutely. All right. Burnmeyer, shit. Same thing, 11.
11.
So I can miss it.
You swing out, but this thing is moving too fast for you, as this thing is going to go after Kima. Kima, that is... I'm so sorry. This is a 27 to hit.
Just barely.
Just barely hits. Yeah. Kima, what I need for you to do is to take... Hi, gee, mama. 13, 15, 9... I need you to take 23 points of piercing damage, then give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can maintain Shield of Faith.
Ooh, okay.
My
No, that's a 7.
Unfortunately, Nosarag's Shield of Faith begins to shimmer.
I thought it was his concentration.
Yeah, isn't it my concentration?
Because it's his spell.
No, it's your spell that you cast Shield of Faith, didn't you?
He cast it on me because I never cast it.
Then it's fine. It's
Okay.
Death Ward concentration.
Let me double check. No, it is not. And
Okay.
it lasts on him for 8 hours.
Then you don't need to make any concentration checks.
Yes,
You just
okay.
take the damage. Okay.
All right.
That's the 2 demons' turns. Bax, you got one big, ugly-looking guy up on you.
What would it take to try and intimidate him? Because I have 2 attacks, so I don't know. I mean, Hungry Jaws is a thing. You know, hiss him, bite him, and then try to hit him with a sword.
Dude, I love the moxie. Bax, give me a... Bax, this is going to burn your bonus action, but try to intimidate him. Give me an intimidation check. What are you doing to intimidate them?
I'm gonna hiss at him because I got all the, the whole swelling neck and thing.
You're going to go full, like, dinosaur, like...
Full,
Yeah.
full angry lizard. Gonna try and intimidate it.
Do it. I'm about this. Go.
It's a 19.
Was not planning for this.
Actually, no, I lied. You said I could use strength.
Yes.
It's 22.
That's going to be enough to do it. I got a 20. Yeah, you know what? You don't know how, but Bax the Lizard Man goes running up to the little demon that's on them and just hisses gets all bearded dragon hissy, and this thing takes a few steps back and just kind of like breaks away and takes off running from the fight. Bax, that's your bonus action. You doing anything with your action?
Okay. First, I have what is it? Okay, so Aura of Conquest says that any frightened creature takes 6 psychic damage, and then
Just on the butt as it takes off. Like, yeah.
just takes 6 psychic damage, and then what's near me? I want to turn and hit that. I want to try and hit it.
Everybody's got something on them, with the exception of Nas. Nas is no Darrow. Darrow's one broke away, but Volupta's got one. Kima's got one. Lucian's got one. Like,
I was right next to Kima. Can I try and hit that one?
yes, absolutely. Give me attack rolls.
Cool. Hopefully. No. Hold on. It's an 11.
You rolled a no? Yeah, you rolled a no. That's not gonna hit. That's fine. How many attacks do you get, Bax?
2.
You're gonna roll your second attack?
Oh my god. It fell. 12.
No, you are. It took a lot out of you to scare that demon. I mean, it took a lot out of you, and you see this.
I
thing.
was so surprised it ran. I thought it was gonna put up a fight. Like,
Yeah, no. We all were. Then, Volupta, your turn.
I'm gonna do a quick prayer of healing.
Okay.
So that's gonna affect everyone.
What's the casting time on Prayer of Healing, Volupta?
It's instantaneous. 10 minutes. Damn. Sorry.
An instant 10 minutes, it feels like.
Amazing. Beautiful.
Anytime the turnpike's at a standstill, an instant 10 minutes.
I saw instantaneous, and that's what I thought. Okay. Who's hurt the most? Who's like really hurting?
Everyone looks a little
Who's nearest to me?
beat
I'm
up.
alright.
Everybody's a little. I'll say this: Lucian took a hit. Nas took a hit. Kima took a hit. Bax is made of pretty sturdy stuff.
Don't worry about me. I'm alright.
Darrow took a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, Mass Healing Word is a bonus action. I'm gonna use that one.
Hey girl, hey. Mass healing word.
It's not
Raven
gonna be a whole
Queen
lot.
is good. Thank you for the crit. Yeah.
It's gonna be 7 points of healing.
7 points of healing to everybody. Everybody.
Everyone gets 7 points.
Nice.
You gave me more than I needed.
Perfect. And then I'm going to look at because the bonus action. So my action, I'm gonna cast and inflict wounds on the one in front of me.
Okay.
The one that's hurting me.
Yes.
It's hurting me.
Unfortunately, you can't cast healing word because if you cast a spell, one of them has to be a cantrip. If you're casting 2 spells in one turn, one has to have the bonus action qualifier, and one has to be a cantrip. If you're casting
Mass
2
Healing Word
spells,
is a bonus action.
I understand that, but inflict wounds definitely ain't a cantrip. That's 3d10
okay.
as a base.
That's absolutely fair. Then Toll the Dead.
Yes, that.
Wisdom saving throw 15.
Told that. Bring out
sound
your
like?
dead.
What does your spell like?
What's it sound like?
It's just a scream.
It fails its save as Volupta just screams out at this thing. And you see it grab its eardrums. Roll damage, Volupta.
Like a banshee.
Perfect. That is going to be 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
my turn.
Dude, I got good news and I got bad news. Bad news is one of the demons is running away. Bad news is the one that's on you is not running away.
Great.
Great. 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. It's gonna be some damage. 4,
Can't wait.
5, 6, 10, 11, 20. Another 20 points of piercing damage from this thing.
Okay.
Slams into you, and these boys are big, beefy, and they're hitting hard. But the other demon is going to run as it's afraid of Bax and trying to find some sort of purchase, and then you see Life come out, who's still eating gumbo, and Life is going to reach out to the heavens, and you see For those of you that are looking, you see a big-ass bird. Looks like a giant raven swoop out of the sky, eat this demon, and then fly off. And Life just looks at Lucian and is like, "Thank you for the gumbo. You got this." And he is going to walk back into White Tent.
I love it.
That is Life's turn. Kima, your turn.
I am going to look at the one that just hit me.
Okay.
And the one that just hit Volupta. And I'm going to reach my arms out. And at 5th level, so it targets 2 of them, I'm going to cast Banishment.
Damn it. Okay. Okay, what's my...
So it has to make, they have to make a, oh, that's weird. I thought it was a wisdom save. No, it's a charisma save.
No, it's a charisma
They have to
save.
make a charisma save of 16.
Yeah, Banishment's charisma save for some reason. I'm not sure why.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, one of them... It's 16 or 17?
16.
Okay, one of them makes it.
Okay.
Just barely. The other one does not and disappears from view. The one on you or the one on Volupta?
One on Volupta.
The one on Volupta is gone. Disappears. That is your action. You do anything with your bonus action?
No, I can't.
Just like that. Two of my beefy boys are gone. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now.
I'm really sad that the only reason one is gone is because I hissed and not hit it.
You hissed at it real good.
If you're gonna hiss, you can't hit.
Get out of here.
That's a rule of D&D. If you hiss, you can't hit. Lucian, your turn.
Has anybody got the Ragnarok soundtrack? He's going to call a spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Okay, what does Lucian's spiritual weapon look like? Dare I ask?
Thor's turn.
I think for this, it'll look like the owner.
Ah.
And then he is going to channel divinity.
Okay.
And call lightning. I'm going to try to, if there are 2 close enough, use it to hit 2.
Okay. So you're bringing up Mjolnir as a spiritual weapon and then calling lightning from the sky. So if the children are watching this, they're losing their damn mind. If somehow the children are able to spot this, Nosarag is like, I knew it.
Exactly.
Am I Spider?
Oh, I'm maxing this out as hard as I can using channel divinity and my special ability to knock everything I hit back 10 feet.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to hit 2 if I can.
The two that are up, and the ones that are closest, are the ones fighting Nos, and the ones fighting Kima. Like those two are you could probably hit both of those.
If they're within 15 feet circumference,
Yes.
I should be able to hit them.
Yeah. Okay. Then yes, absolutely.
I'm also rolling my channel divinity, so it's going to be max damage, no rolls, for 50 points.
Well, they still get a save. I think you get max damage here, but if they make their save, it's max half damage. If they fail their save, it's max full damage.
Yep. 17.
Okay, that's a failure. And that's a failure. That's 2 failures. Give me max damage on Thor's lightning.
That would be 50 points, and then they get an additional save, dex save, or be knocked back 10 feet.
Oh, come on. You're going away.
Oh, great.
You're suck. Okay. So this is what happens. Lucian brings forth Thor's hammer from out of nowhere, and as the hammer manifests above him, 2 bolts of lightning channel down through the hammer spectral form and out the handle, striking 2 of these demons for 50 points of damage, and both of them are knocked back 10 feet to the away from Nas and Kima.
Does that...
And they get hit by a spiritual weapon also.
Okay, when a being is moved, like through Eldritch Blast or lightning or something along those lines, you don't get the attack of opportunity because you are just as surprised as everybody else like that this is happening.
Oh, this is
You weren't like, oh yeah, he's gonna bring the lightning. Like,
Yeah.
And I believe I can strike one with the spiritual weapon, the
As
round
a
it's summoned.
as a bonus action, are they knocked prone? Or are they just knocked back 10 feet?
They're knocked back 10 feet, I
Okay.
believe.
Yes, one of those you get a hit with Thor's hammer.
Did not get it. 9.
No, that one's gonna miss, unfortunately. But no one's paying attention to that because you just threw lightning at 2 demons. So no one cares that you missed with a spectral hammer because everyone is putting this image on every T-shirt within 50 miles of this.
Are there any
Exactly.
kids in
Oh,
eye
man.
shot?
That's going on the van too.
That's going on the van too. Okay,
Are there any kids in eye shot?
give me a perception check.
Cool.
18.
18, you give a quick scope around the area and you see a glint of metal that seems to be coming from the playground.
And that's what heroes do.
Don't do drugs, kids. The tentacle
Say your prayers and
man.
eat your vitamins.
The tentacle man seems to say. Okay. The one on Nos has been banished. One has been sent away. That's Lucian's turn. We go back to Darrow. Your turn. Darrow.
Oh, sorry, that's me. Oh, sorry. I was talking to the.
No, that's fine, buddy.
Talking a while.
That was just so in character. That's a method actor. Anyways, so you see Darrow. He's got his rapier out, and on the knuckle guard is like a wave for his goddess, and he dives back in for two more stabbies.
Okay, you've got 2 lightning hit demons that look a little rough around the edges. The one that was fighting you is gone. Lucian, the one that was on Kima is fighting her still. And
Is that closest to me?
yeah, the one that was fighting Bax is gone. There's 3 of them. 2 have been pushed back 10 feet. I'm gonna say this: the only one that's on anybody right now is the one still on Kima.
All right, so like Yoda, he comes from a sitting stance and launches out after him. And he starts bouncing. Beep, 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 little halfling,
Yeah,
going crazy.
Little halfling going
And,
crazy. Give me attack rolls, please.
We got not good. 10 for a miss. Followed with a second one. 13.
13 unfortunately misses as well. That
right.
second turn,
So
you're
I
just a
take
little
2
distracted.
swipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take 2 swipes, and then as I come back down to the ground, I start to spin around, and I reach in my pocket, I pull out my hand crossbow, and I'm using my crossbow master. I'm going to pair that with my sharpshooter. I'm going to aim for the head as I spin around, and my duster spins around, and my hand comes out like a gun, and I'm going to aim for his head. So I'm taking a -5 to the attack, but a +10 to the damage if it hits.
Give me a -5 to this attack.
Come on, baby. Oh yeah. 28 -5 is 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
23 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Add that +10 to damage.
And come on, baby. That's 17 damage as the arrow leashes out from this dark wood, ancient bark-looking bow hand crossbow. And I fire it out.
You get a little worried because Darrow comes forward and he takes a swing and it's a 1, 2, and a miss. And as the creature's looking at the sword and laughing, by the time the creature turns around, Darrow has doffed off his duster. And as he turns around, Darrow's smiling up at it with the crossbow pointed at his head. The bolt goes right between the eyes and that demon turns into a goo as it loses its hold on the physical realm and immediately begins to dissipate. Having been destroyed.
That was the one that was in front of.
That was the one in front of you.
That was the one in front of me.
There are 2 that have been knocked 10 feet back towards the house.
And I just say, "May the wild mother forgive you." And I turn to my next target.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Nos, your turn.
Yeah, so one of these guys who got knocked back, I think I'm going to hit him with a spiritual weapon.
Do it. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It's a sword in the stone, but the sword is still in the stone.
My gosh.
So cool.
I forgot about this. It's exactly that. Yeah, this is Yeah, you guys watch and you're expecting the as the sword is removed from the stone. It is not. The sword is just unceremoniously like lifted as the stone just comes beating down on the demon's face.
We're gonna get sued by Disney.
No, you won't,
That's a
Thor.
20 to hit.
20 hits. Roll damage.
Actually, hold on. Make sure I'm doing this at the. Yeah. All right. That's 8 points of damage on that.
8 points of damage. Okay.
And then for my real attack, I'm gonna run up and hit him with the Mace of Disruption.
Was that a fake attack?
What? Yes.
Okay.
It was more of a
He faked him
warm-up
out. He was like, "What?"
Go ahead and give me an attack with your Mace of Disruption.
Ooh, I'm gonna use my inspiration and try again. Much better. 17?
17. I'm so sorry, pal. Unfortunately, misses. The AC is 18.
Did I say 17?
You did say 17.
I meant 37.
30. That hits. So sorry, Nos. You bring that spiritual weapon and it does the damage. And as you bring the mace up, it manages to bring a meaty fist up, stopping the mace from doing any sort of lasting damage, and it pushes the mace to the side. That is going to be Nos's turn. Are we going in and out? Is that what's going on?
It looked okay. Like, I think it flashed, but then it looked okay.
Okay,
so
cool.
It may not.
That is Nosarag's turn. It is one of the demon's turns. He is going to... He's knocked 10 feet away from everybody. He is going to take off running towards the playground. He does not take an attack of opportunity here. He is up and he is on all fours. He's going to use the dash action, and he is going to move 80 feet total, running at full sprint towards the playground. That's going to be one of the demons' turns. Bax, your turn.
How many demons are left?
One in front of you, one has taken off and started running towards the playground. You got your angry face on. Look at you. You're like, I don't like this.
I'm like, I want to hit it, but I want to run, but I know I'll take an attack of opportunity, and you guys will all be here, and I'll just be running.
You will not take an attack of opportunity. There is nothing currently in melee range with you all.
Awesome. I'm gonna dash after the other one.
Okay. Bax, you take off. What is your movement speed, Bax?
It is 30 feet.
30 feet. So you're gonna be 20 feet behind it, but Bax is like, I'm gonna get it. And I just imagine like the gorilla demon running on the ground and Bax on all fours in lizard man form running around.
Oh, that's cool.
Like one of those like hot, like the lizard running on the water. Like it just makes me very happy. Great. Valepta.
I'm also gonna run toward the one that's dashing toward the playground.
Okay. What's your movement speed?
30 feet.
Okay, you and Bax are sort of neck and neck with each other. Bax is on all fours doing the cool lizard run, and you are running with Bax.
How far away am I from them at the moment?
If you are using your action to dash, then you would be 20 feet. If you're not using your action, if you're just using your movement, you would be 50 feet away.
Cool. Banishment.
Okay.
60 feet. It's
Okay.
a charisma save of 15 for me.
Okay. Charisma save of 15 for you. Come on, one of you, please show up tonight. That one showed up tonight. It failed. It doesn't fail. It passes its save. But I'll say this, Valepta, I'm gonna give you a little present. It stops running and turns back to look at you.
Oh, good.
It's okay, because I'm about to do the exact same thing. I was about to do the same exact move, so...
Great. All right. Okay. Valepta, that's your action, that's your movement, that's your... Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
No. That's
Okay.
all I can do.
Kima,
I'm doing the same thing. It's 30 feet of movement, and I'm going to cast Banishment. He's going to make a Charisma save of 16 now.
Okay. So here's what happens. Fails that charisma save. Haha. He vanishes. Pops. When he vanishes, pops. The one that she banished previous appears in the space.
This is their home plane?
No, they have to be gone for a minute. Like the spell has to kick off, and like if they're banished after a minute,
If it's not native to the plane of existence.
the target is banished to the faint, returning to its home plane. The target remains there until the spell ends. If it's not there, the target is banished with a faint popping sound, returning to the home plane. If the spell ends before a minute has passed, the target
because I
reappears
had
in the
another
space.
banishment.
Right. So Kima goes,
Crap!
Pop.
That's never happened to me before.
Listen,
Now I
it
learned.
happens to everybody. You're really.
I totally forgot all about that.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I've never had to
Good
banish
job,
more than one
DM.
thing.
I just want to kill something.
Crap.
you're gonna get a
That's
chance
what I'm going
to
to play the pro DM.
Yeah.
Well,
other
at least we got rid of the one running towards the playground.
The one running towards the playground is gone. That's the good news. Bax,
So I'm now
Volupta.
50 feet out.
Yeah. Now Darrow, Lucian, and Nosarag are gonna have a bad time because two demons have just appeared, and now they're gonna start raining some hell. So, Lucian, you've done quite a bit of damage. I need that's a 19 to hit, buddy.
That hits.
Okay. 16, 17, 18. Ooh, that's high. 26 points of damage to Lucian. Okay. Nos. Nos, that's a 18 to hit.
No.
An 18 misses. This one's just going to slam its meaty fist into the ground again. Poof. And it doesn't seem to have any effect as these two demons have manifested in the space. Lucian, we cut back to you, buddy. How are you looking? You can't be looking great.
I'm actually okay.
You're okay? All right. Two demons in the space, one on you, Lucian, and one on Nosarag. You know that Kima banished one off in the distance a little ways as it was running towards the playground.
Be calling on my god again. I'm going to use my divine feature once more.
Okay.
And do the same thing. So they get save DC of 17 or take max damage.
One makes it, the other does not.
Okay. I messed up the first time. They do not get a save to get pushed back. They're getting pushed back away from us regardless.
Are you hitting the charred one from before or the one that had been banished?
I'll do the one that's been banished.
Okay. This one looks like it hasn't taken much damage at all. Like, almost like it was immediately neutered in a fight, and a DM would be kind of sad. But yes, you watch as that lightning damage hits. It takes 50 points of lightning damage?
Aye.
Okay. What I need from you, because you took some damage earlier, Lucian, that past turn, I need a con save on that spiritual weapon.
All right.
Just to see if it's still up after the hit you took.
Con is... what's the DC?
I believe it's 11 after the 20 plus points of damage that you took.
And you get
Okay, plus
from my
2.
protection aura.
Darrow
it's
is
+3.
Darrow is still there, so you do get a +3 from Darrow on this con save.
Okay, so plus 5. Here we go. 8, 13.
That just makes it. You managed to maintain concentration. This team, holy crap. Yeah, because Darrow is there, you feel a little bit of his presence come in through the grass and just sort of envelop you, and it's just enough energy to push you over the threshold that you are able to maintain that spiritual weapon. If you would like, you can use that bonus action. Your spiritual weapon is still up.
Yeah, I'll take a swing. 11 plus 9. Wait, what's my plus on that? Oh, gee whiz. I don't have it up. I believe it's plus 7.
Yeah.
18?
18 is the DC. Yep, roll damage.
Oh, 9. I'm sorry, 9. Okay. And 7 plus 5. So 12.
Which one are you hitting with this?
The one that's closest.
One's the closest. Okay. He looks rough, but he's still up.
Banished.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Darrow, your turn.
All right. So I see the one. So I see. Oh no, he's going for the forest. And then, oh, they took care of him. Then, oh god! And then the guy just immediately, or Melora! And I load up do my bonus action straight off and reload. Crossbow master with my sharpshooter.
Okay.
For the bonus action first. Oh no, I got to attack first. So, anyways, I dive in for those pressure points, and I'm gonna stab him with my rapier.
Give me an attack roll. You're looking for 18
I'm all
AC.
over the place. Oh yeah, that hits. That's 22 to hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
That is 6 damage plus another D8 is give it to me. Another 6 damage. So 12 damage total.
12 damage total. He's looking rough.
And you know what? Divine Smite. When I find that precious, because I've been trying to land these things all day.
Yeah.
And nothing's been hitting, so I'm going to burn a first level spell slot, and I cast Divine Smite as that rapier reaches in, and you see where the rapier's in, it bursts in this web of roots and thorns just as my Divine Smite takes hold or unleashes, and that is 2d8.
You roll that 2d8.
Oh yeah, 11 more points of damage.
11 more points of damage as this thing explodes in a flurry of flowers. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. And this spores are released to give life to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And then as my bonus action now, I reload my hand crossbow and I take aim at the other guy because there's one left, right?
One left, yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to use sharpshooter, so I'll take a -5 to this.
-5 to the attack.
Oh god. Oh yes. 27 minus 5 is still 22.
22 hits. Roll damage.
And 10 damage. Oh, 20 damage as I fire it off.
Because of sharpshooter, how do you want to do this?
No. Sorry, that's out of character. Oh man.
Narrate. How does he do this?
So what he does is he stabs the one, and as the rapier is in there, he uses the leverage to bend over, reload off of his forearm, take aim at the other one, and he fires, and you see this green light launch out as the arrow manifests the arcane energy that he uses, and it lands in, and as it hits, the demon looks up at me, and an infestation of spores and moss takes over the body and literally disintegrates it as it is and turns it into some sort of fiendish dust. And Darrow just kind of whips his hair back, and he's like, oh, okay, these guys are done. What do you guys want to do? And he's back to just being normal Darrow.
Fiendish Dust is my new band name. As these demons explode into fiendish dust, you are currently out of initiative. Some of you are beat to hell and back almost. So you are currently out of initiative as the sun begins to set on Maple Street.
Oh.
You guys okay? Are you guys okay?
Yeah. Who can't see in the dark? I can help.
I cannot.
Okay, I'm gonna just use Eyes of Night because pretty much everybody will be able to see in the dark now, so that shouldn't be an issue. It's I've never used this before. Magically give the benefit of dark vision with no maximum range to any number of creatures you can see within 10 feet of you. So I'm going to make sure that everybody's within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
I think we should go to the park as soon as possible.
Yeah. Headed that way.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Not for the slide, Darrow.
Oh, okay.
Before we run away, I'm going to use my staff of healing to another mass cure wounds.
Okay.
Which gives everyone another 12 points of healing.
I'm running to the playground.
Okay.
I was already close to the playground.
12 points of healing. This Bax is I was already close to the playground. Bax, are you,
I'm right next to the swing.
Bax, are you staying there? Or are you saying...
I can't tell if I have dark vision. If I have dark vision,
You
I want
do
to stay
now.
there.
Everybody does now.
Yeah, if I'm within 10 feet of you. Or I
Oh.
could keep my advantage on the distance.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision, fine.
Okay. Bax, I'm almost sure that lizard people have dark vision.
I can't find it. I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You're not dumb. Stop it. I love you. Stop talking bad about my friend Spotty. So you all begin to head towards the playground. Bax is a little bit ahead
So-
of everyone.
I see everybody taking off, and I'm really small feet, so I know I'm not gonna be able to keep up. So I go, "Oh, I know what I need to do," and I say, "Nicodemus, come to me." And this light shines from above, and I summon Steed, and I bring up. This light comes down and emanates around me, burning my 3rd level spell, and this forest dragon appears, and like 2 little birds kind of fly off of it as it lands, and the wind picks up and it brushes across the scale of this forest dragon, and instead of like shimmering, it's like leaves changing color from autumn to summer. It goes up the back, and he just kind of lands next to me. He's like, "Oh, we need to move fast, and so I need you."
While we're walking, the captain is going to start motivational speech. The spell.
Yes.
I don't know about you all, but I don't feel right leaving this place without finding the cause. I know we've chased those demons off. I don't plan on dying an old man. I don't plan on dying a fat man. But I don't plan on dying here. I've got a date for Christmas. That being said, let's go kick some ass.
What's Christmas? Is that a Thor thing?
That one I know.
Everybody feels sufficiently motivated. If your temporary hit points went down, which I think everybody's did, you're going to gain an additional 5 temporary hit points, I believe, with motivational speech.
Love this group.
Yep.
Group's freaking badass.
Everybody's looking out for one another, which makes for a good group. Okay.
Do we want light or not? I can bring out Grandpa.
That's a sentence. Yes,
Oh,
please.
is he an Avenger too?
Well, no, he's in my lantern.
Oh.
I
Oh,
get lots
okay.
of light.
The lantern
oh.
DC.
Is it a Green Lantern?
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't
Oh,
understand. There's a lot
Is
of
he an Avenger?
references here that I don't get.
I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out right now.
This whole
I
time
just
is
Frank
a barrier
knows
to
these
thrash.
things.
I played Trivial Pursuit one time, and that's all I got out of it was just a bunch of names and stuff. I don't know.
So Grandpa
How much
light or
yelling
no
have you
Grandpa
got?
light?
Yes.
Yes, Grandpa.
Yes.
So I hold
Grandpa
up my
light.
ghost lantern so that we get 30 feet of light. Actually, it's 30 feet of bright light and then 30 feet of dim light.
Okay. You get Grandpa light. Everybody gets a little bit of soft light, and
I know
everybody
Werther's original.
everybody gets a Werther's original. It's a very mysterious thing to happen. As soon as the light touches you, everybody just in your mouth. It's just already unwrapped. You just get a Werther's original, and it's great. Everything smells faintly of pipe tobacco and cinnamon too.
He's a little
for some
annoyed
reason.
because I haven't brought back Blanche yet, but I'll do. Grandpa, I will do that. I just need time. I need an hour, and I don't have time. She will be back.
The
Every TV in every house switches to a Western right now.
Yeah,
Just
switches. It switches to Jeopardy, and
Yeah.
every house switches to Jeopardy. Mysteriously, as you all begin to approach the playground, you have a bit of soft light and faint light to guide your way. Darrow is able to keep up with the group, even though his little legs can't really carry him, because he's got what appears to be a very small dragon that he's riding on top of, almost like you would see like kids riding those things at the mall. But like he's just got this he's got this dragon, and as you guys look at him, Darrow is the happiest he's ever been in his life when he's riding on top of it. The dragon looks pissed off at existence. Like the dragon just looks like whatever thing it did to get to be this thing's chariot or steed, he does not want to be here.
I'm so happy to see you, my friend. I'm so glad you're here. You can help me out.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah.
I just can we not, like, one time, can we not?
Cannot what?
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's so good to see you. Hi, bird.
It's great to see you too, Tara. Yeah, there is a bird.
Yeah.
And they begin
Is
to
it
like
speaking
move.
common?
Yes, he's speaking common. Yeah.
Okay, because I speak Draconic, and I was so excited to like.
Yeah, he just does not look like he's happy to be there.
Yeah.
As you approach the tree, as you approach the playground, I need perception checks, please.
22.
22. Okay.
I
10.
wish you would stay.
There's dice everywhere.
Got a 23.
23.
21.
21. Okay.
It's a 15.
That one. Those of you that got above a 17, it's hard to. You don't see any movement as you get close to the playground. There's not a bunch of kids that are held up at the playground. However, those of you who got above that, you would see the pair of sneakers sticking out from the mulch, as if whoever was here has decided the best place to hide might be to lay underneath the slide and cover themselves with mulch, but they forgot to cover their shoes. So some kid is laying beneath the slide, and there's mulch all over him, but he's got a pair of like light up Spider-Man shoes that are not currently glowing, but are underneath the mulch.
Oh my god, a lightsaber! I'm gonna turn on the sunblade.
I can't see him. Can anybody point him out to me?
What is that?
Can I lift him by the like ankle?
You could. Give me an athletics check, Bax.
Oh, I think that's Peter Parker.
Okay.
24.
24.
Sorry.
So Bax, you come over and it's a little dark. You grab the foot and lift it up, and as you do, a terrified child comes along with that foot, as it's now looking into the face of like a lizard man. Behind the lizard man is a squid-faced man holding a lightsaber.
Let's daylight now.
Yeah. Now there's a man on top of another dragon, and a girl holding a lantern.
Hi, Peter.
Charizard. I'd say Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard.
I'm gonna use
Charcoal.
Steps of the Brave because I've
Did
just
you
never had it,
introduce
because I can
yourself as
fly,
Charizard?
and I'm in dim light
Okay.
or darkness.
Hang on, guys.
And I'm just gonna say I'm the flying one because I don't know who these people are. I just assume there's a superhero that must be the flying one.
And it's me, the flying one. And you watch as Kima
The
lifts
Scarlet Witch.
up into the air.
That one.
And as you say Charizard, he motions for you to put him down. Bax. And he looks at you, and he's like, Hulk?
Yeah. Smash.
He looks over at Kima and he goes, the flying Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
He looks over at Velepta and he's like, Scarlet Witch?
Yeah.
Lucian, Thor?
That's not even a question, of course.
Yeah. And he looks over at Darrow and he looks at the dragon and he's like, Rocket?
What? Yeah. Charcoal.
That must mean. And he walks over to Nos and he's like, Peter?
Yeah. Yep. That. You got us all right. First try. That's amazing.
You did it. Thor used his hammer.
Yeah. We had hammering and all this Scarlet Witch magic. It was pretty awesome.
Captain Marvel just pointed at one and he disappeared and he exploded.
I know, they don't really explain her powers too much in the movie, do they? Like,
no.
What did she do?
The Hulk's never hissed at anybody either. They're in the woods. The rest of the kids. There's something wrong, though. They're really tired.
Aye, lad, can you show us the way?
He is going to reach over to where his head is, and he is going to pull down the hood of his jacket. As he pulls down the hood of his jacket, he's going to reach back into the pile of soot and the stuff in the playground, and you're going to see him pull out a very round trash can lid. On the trash can lid looks to be a white star that's been drawn in marker, and it seems to be like blue paint is splattered all over this. And as he pulls the hood down, you see that he's taken a pair of like old socks that he's made into like an impromptu mask that he's attached to the hood, and sort of like pulls it down, and he goes, "I got this." And he reaches into his side, and he pulls out a glow stick and cracks it. And you see that the shield has a little Velcro strip that he attaches the glow stick to the front of and holds up the garbage can lid.
Lad, aren't you supposed to be saying something to us right now? Avengers something?
He goes, "Avengers! Assemble!" He doesn't quite get the cadence right, but unfortunately, when he says "Avengers Assemble," he just goes screaming, running off into the woods. Like he just takes off. Yes, Volupta.
Before this is happening, I'm pulling out the light that I got and making sure it's not lit up.
He is not possessed.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Good thinking.
As he goes screaming, full bloody murder into the woods,
Child.
as if he's reenacting a certain scene from the Avengers movies. You see him disappear, the little faint light from the glow stick appearing in the darkness of the woods.
I made a serious miscalculation.
And follow, go.
Kima, your ghost light starts to go out.
Grandpa?
It starts to get real dark in these woods, kids. Kima, this magical light of yours does not go out entirely, but the range is reduced to 5 feet. As
now my sword's giving off light too.
Your sword is giving off light as well, but it too is having to work extra hard. The strength that it's taking to hold this sunblade in place is taking a lot of energy. As you follow this kid into the woods, you are led to what looks to be a tree house set into an alcove of trees. Laying down in front of the tree house are 5 other children. 3 girls, 2 boys. Okay? And sitting at the center of these individuals is another child. Okay? This child looks to be not much older than Captain America. Okay? But he is sitting there with a tablet. And not a mystical golden tablet. Like, it's like an iPad. Where he has the tablet out, and he is eyes are locked down on the tablet, and he is speaking. He is speaking in a language that none of you understand.
Can I snatch the tablet?
You could certainly try. You're going to cross the circle of kids that are laying on the ground?
Never cross the streams.
Oh, now you make pop references.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what that came.
I don't get the joke, and I don't think he would either. I'm gonna try and grab the tablet.
Okay. Bax goes running forward. As Bax goes running forward, the child's eyes will look up, and interposed where this child is sitting, you see a giant demonic being. It looks too big to fit in the same space that this creature is. The being has metal bracers attached to each of its hands. And as Bax comes running forward, this creature will look over at Bax and lift a hand in the air. Bax, I need a strength saving throw, please.
As soon as
18.
Go ahead. And as soon as she started going forward, I wanted to run forward as well and do something, but do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
18. You are going to mitigate this push. Okay, Bax? You are not going to go flying 2 miles off in a different direction. And these trees are going to help break your fall a little bit. As whatever creature this is holds a hand up and just sort of twist. It doesn't push you, it just turns its hand and you hear the metal on the bracelet turning with the hand. As it does, you are hit by a wave of force as you slam into a tree, taking 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and the tree snaps in half. As Captain America puts his shield up and just sort of like hides behind it, putting the shield up. Kima, what are you doing as Bax runs forward?
I wanted to run after her.
Okay.
And I don't know if this would have affected what just happened with her or not, but we'll just say it didn't, I guess. I was going to run after her because I want to get so that all of those children are within a 30-foot radius of where I am, and so that she is too. Casting Circle of Power.
Okay.
Circle of Power. Divine energy radiates from you, distorting and diffusing magical energy within 30 feet of you. Until the spell ends, the sphere moves with you, centered on you. It's for 10 minutes. For the duration, each friendly creature in the area, including you, has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Additionally, when an infected creature succeeds on a saving throw made against a spell or magical effect that allows it to make a saving throw to take only half damage, it instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the saving throws.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do because Bax shot the gun a little bit and it's just a little quicker on the draw.
Yep.
Kima runs forward and Bax right before you slam into that tree. You get caught up in the circle and it slows your fall a little bit. Go ahead and erase that damage from your sheet as this magical circle kicks off. Okay, mitigating a bit of your fall. The tree still cracks. But now there is a magical circle that seems to emanate from Kima as this individual, this child is looking at all of you, holding the tablet.
How far did I get knocked back, real quick?
30 feet into a tree.
Do the children change any when that...
Absolutely not.
Okay.
They get advantage on saving throws, but if there's no saving throw to make, nothing happens.
Okay, so it's no magical effect kind of thing. Okay.
Do we all get a chance to do something?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
The child is just looking up after that moment and then turns its head back down. You can still see the imprint of this giant demonic figure that rises into the up and around. The scope is immense.
So the kid's reading from the tablet.
Correct.
I'm going to ride forward on my little buddy. When I'm 30 feet from the child, I'm going to misty step off my mount in front of the child, at least try to, and reach for the tablet.
Okay. So as Bax goes running forward and it's kind of slammed against the tree, you see Darrow do misty steps, transporting inside of this circle, and tries to grab the tablet from inside the circle as well. Darrow, as you come forward, let's try this. Give me a contested dex check.
Okay. Just check, right?
D20, add your dex.
That's a natural 20 plus 3.
Okay.
I can turn my camera to show you.
And that 20 plus 3.
Wow.
That is really good. And if I had not also rolled a 19 on the die, I would definitely give this to you. Because the nat 20 is epic. But unfortunately, with a 19 on the die for him, he's going to shove you back unceremoniously. Okay? You are not able to grab it. He just sort of like gives you a tiny push back a little ways out of the circle. Looks at you for a second and then continues to read from the tablet. Anybody else doing anything?
Is the thing visible?
Yeah, you see this demonic presence. It's almost like it's radiating out of him.
Out of the kid?
Out of the kid. The one that's in the circle reading from the tablet.
Can I, like, I don't know what this would be, like, see if I could get a feeling as to if attacking the demon would hurt the kid? Like an Arcana or
give
something?
me a religion or Arcana check, or either one of those.
17?
17. Which one? Is it religion or Arcana?
Religion.
Religion. Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, we almost lost power. We're okay right now, but did you see the lights flicker?
I did. Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, we got some goodness. Yeah. We did get a flicker. Yeah, you watch as Nos, you've heard of demonic possession before. And whatever's going on with this kid is akin to it. However, the kid is fueling the demon in such a way that you're not sure whether hurting this thing is going to hurt the kid or not. You realize that you may not have much of a choice because the longer you look at the demon, the paler the kid is getting and the more corporeal the demon is looking.
Okay. Well, in that case, I turn to everyone and say, "Do we want to fight this thing?" Question mark.
I cast blindness on the kid.
When she does that, the captain would like to.
So
I'm not sure how this is going to work.
Can't read.
I'd like to cast Shatter on the tablet.
Blindness and shatter at the same time. Blindness on the kid, shatter on the tablet.
And as soon as I'm allowed to do another action, I'm casting Dispel Magic on that tablet.
At any point that I'm back in the group, I just like to I'm trying to move forward at some point.
Yeah,
I don't know
back
how
to
long
your-
it takes.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. Huh.
We.
I'm gonna give the kid a save.
I hate to do this to a child, but.
Okay. Okay. Few things kick off. The kid's eyes glaze over. The demon was prepared for attacks against its person, but was not prepared for an attack against the child.
Doesn't do any damage.
In a way, he was going to tell the child that, yeah, okay. The kid can't see, and when it does, he drops the tablet. Lucian, in a moment, sends a shatter rocketing towards the tablet as Bax comes running off from whatever tree happened and just goes running back forward into the circle to do what exactly, Bax?
I just wanted to get back. I didn't know what was happening, so I needed to get
back.
there, stop, look at everything.
Give me a dispel magic check here.
Okay.
What level are you casting dispel magic
I am
at?
casting it at 4th level.
Okay. Roll damage for shatter, Lucian.
Well, how is it? See, he wasn't sure if this is a creature or what that tablet
It's not
is.
a creature. I'm gonna say you obliterate. It's an iPad. There's
Yeah.
no save that an iPad
And
Apple.
I think it's force damage. And I
Apple
think
Care
force
does
damage
not
on any
cover
kind of
force
structure
damage.
is double.
Yeah.
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 But the kid has to take damage too, I guess, because it's shatter. It's an AOE effect, right?
Yeah.
But that would mean all the kids in the circle do too, don't they?
Yeah, like
But they all get advantage
it's a
on
square
saves.
or a cube, I think.
Not if they're
like
unconscious.
15 or 20.
These kids are still going to take
8.
damage.
Oh, 7. Oh, thank goodness it's 2.
Ready that mass healing word.
Yep. Already ready.
Or we hopefully have a whole lot of diamonds.
Please tell me the demon's still there. I want to hit something.
As the kid goes blind and the tablet falls and shatters, some of this damage is mitigated by just the proximity of the tablet itself. But as it does, the kid is going to slump forward, and this demon is going to be standing in the space, looking somewhat confused, and just sort of start to hit the ground in the center of the circle, and then start to crawl towards one of the other children that's asleep in the circle. With that being said, I need everybody to roll initiative again, please.
And to be clear, I'm outside of the circle, right?
You're outside of the
That
circle.
dexterity check was for?
This other
Okay.
kid slumps forward, not able to read it, and this demon hits the ground and starts just crawling in the ground towards one of the other sleeping kids. 20 to 25.
20, dirty 20.
Oh, and I'm actually, I'm also a dirty 20. You can go first, though.
Okay.
Because I'm 17 plus 3.
Dara, Kima. Actually, is it a check?
What do you mean?
Initiative check? Is it? Are you giving them advantage on checks or saves?
No, it saves.
Okay, so
Yeah.
no, that's fine. Dana, Kimo, 20 to 15. Hi, Jaden. We love you. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
11.
13.
Nos, Bax. 10 to 5.
9.
5 to 1. 4. Okay. I was like, Volupta, did you get a 0? What happened?
Have a -1 on initiative?
Okay. Dana, we're gonna start. Darrow, we're gonna start off with you again.
Okay.
This thing is crawling, shoving its hands into the ground. It's smaller in form now, as it is losing its hold upon the earth. It's just trying to get to one of these kids that's in the circle.
That's everything I needed to know right there. I am going to. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to cast Plant Growth,
Okay.
and I'm going to choose a point within range. Normal plants grow with a 100-foot radius centered on that point.
Okay.
And I want to grow a barrier around this fiend.
Okay.
And try to make a barrier around them.
You got a barrier going.
A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement every 1 foot to move.
Wow. Okay.
You can include one or more areas in the size. Lasts for 8 hours. Okay, I just want to see if there's any damage or anything. So it's basically like, I guess, rough terrain.
Yeah, you made the
like a
terrain
maze,
rough.
like maze
Yeah.
shrubbery.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to build that up. Oh wait. It says casting time is special. What the hell does that mean?
I'm gonna.
So maybe I can't even do this.
No. I'm gonna say that you are able to do this. You are able to do plant
Okay.
growth, and you are able to build up a little area of protection using plants to make the terrain difficult for the creature.
Yeah, just separating him from the children as much as I can in that barrier. And that's my turn.
Kimo.
Okay, I am going to use my level 7 slot to summon Celestial Spirit.
Okay.
I'm trying to do the math right now on this guy because I hadn't planned for a level 7 version of that.
Okay.
So it summons. Okay, this has got to be. I hadn't decided what. Since Grandma is gone in cat form, can she come back in big angry celestial
Yes,
spirit form as Grandma Blanche? Because that's funny.
You see Della Reese from Touched by an Angel, who appears in the space as a giant celestial guardian, she's ready to go.
And she's going to be able to attack and stuff, so I'll probably have to roll an initiative for her.
Okay.
Can I actually just have her down in initiative so I can have time to do math on this
Yes,
stuff?
absolutely.
Like after Volupta?
Okay.
Volupta?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Nos.
All right. Can I just guiding bolt this guy? Can I just do that?
You can certainly try.
All right, then I will do that at like fifth level.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it at 5th level.
Give me an attack roll.
Ooh, that's 22.
22 hits. Give me damage.
Sweet. Come on. The one on the app is being dumped, so I'm gonna have to pull out a whole bunch of dice. I'll never work. Wow, it says 48.
48.
Yep.
Machi. Yeah. You see this thing take 48 points of damage. When it takes the 48 damage, it begins to glow because it was hit with a guiding bolt and begins to sparkle, giving the next attack against it advantage. There is a slight smile to this thing's lips as it takes the damage.
Well, why?
I don't like that.
Okay.
Well,
Nos, that's your action. You doing anything with your bonus action?
No.
Okay. It is still trying to claw forward. It is difficult terrain. Bax.
Oh no, what am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do, Bax? This thing, when he was hit with a lot of magical energy, this thing screamed out in pain and then smiled a bit.
All right, the only thing I've been successful at is scaring something. So I'm going to use Channel Divinity to do my Conquering Presence, where I exude a terrifying presence, and as an action, I force a creature, each creature of choice that I can see within 30 feet of me to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, it makes its wisdom save. Heartily.
Heartily.
With a big number on the die. As it just looks up at you and screams and hisses in your face as well. It's unpleasant. The breath is bad.
I want to stab it so bad, but I know it's just going to freaking enjoy it.
Okay.
I'm just going to hiss back at it and like grumble to myself.
Lucian.
I could really use a favor now. He's going to throw his head back, raise his hands, and he's going to move between the demon and whatever tiles it's moving towards.
Okay.
And he is going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
Guardian of Faith, a large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. Any creature hostile to you that moves within 10 feet of its space takes 20 damage automatically. It stays for 8 hours.
Are you putting it so that it's going to automatically hit that 10-foot mark?
I'm going to put it on top or as close to on top of that demon as possible.
That's all I needed to know. This thing screams out in pain and takes another 20 points, choosing to not fight against the spiritual guardians. It instead embraces it, taking another 20 points of damage, but once again seeming to smile through it as it takes another 20 points of pain. Volupta.
Everything I do is wanting to hurt it, but I feel like hurting it's a bad idea. I could do a whole lot of damage right now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a whole lot of damage. I think it's just being weird.
As
You can cuddle
demons
it.
often do.
Let's see what happens if we cuddle the demon.
We cuddle the demon.
I give it 5 points of cuddle damage. It is super effective.
Like, what if I really, really hurt it? It hurts on the kids.
Well, now it's
What if
crawling.
you heal it?
It's crawling, and for every 4 feet it can move, it can only really move.
Right now, I'm going to say this. It's crawling on the ground. Because of this difficult terrain, it's going to need one more turn of movement. It's going to need 2 turns total. So this next turn, it's going to have to just continue to crawl on the ground toward this kid.
I'm gonna do a whole lot of damage, guys.
Do it.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds at 5th level.
Okay, so you're gonna go up and touch it.
Ooh, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
That is 43 points of damage.
43, putting us at a total of 101, correct?
And I'm also using my Channel Divinity to add another 29 points of necrotic damage.
Another 29 of necrotic, putting us at 130. Total.
Like, yeah, you say that.
Got it. That is Volupta's turn.
Oh no.
Kima.
Grandma Blanche raises into the air 40 feet
Okay.
with her bow, but her bow is made of like yarn, and she's got like the thing, I can't remember what they're called, but those little circle things that you like do sewing inside, so it's made out of that, like
Crochet
homemade, yeah.
thingy.
And like she's got
Yeah.
a knitting needle, that's her arrow, like it's all made together, and she gets 3 attacks.
What?
Yeah. So, and because it's a level 7 spell, it's a higher, like everything is higher.
So
That's why I had to do all that.
It's
math.
all is it all radiant damage.
It is. Let me double check to make sure. Yeah, it's
So
no.
sh-
Yeah,
So she's attacking it.
she's attacking it.
So she's just okay.
She's attacking the demon thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me some
The
hits.
thing that Volupta just attacked.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Do
right.
it.
Why? When you
This
say
is
it that
not
way, it
working in our
scares me.
favor at all.
Or it's working totally in our favor.
It
Who
is-
knows?
It is radiant damage. Okay. Ah, now I'm scared. Okay.
Don't be scared. Cause pain.
Well, the first one's only a 12, so it probably doesn't.
Pain and panic.
12.
12. I'm gonna say a 12 hits.
Okay.
Give me damage.
I
Do
hate
it, do it, do it.
so much.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do
That's
it.
11 plus 9. That's 20 points of radiant damage.
20 points of radiant damage. Got it.
Second one.
Okay.
I don't like this. 16.
16 hits.
8.
5. 14 points of radiant damage.
Another 14.
Nat 20.
Since it's
Nat
radiant,
20, double damage.
More damage.
Oh god.
Give me double that sweet, sweet damage.
This is why I said
like
you should have
it.
tried healing it.
I don't like this one bit.
22
Not
points
one.
of radiant damage.
22 points. Okay. It's looking rough. Incorporeal, but it's screaming out. It's a mixture of pain and mirth. That it seems to be screaming out at the air, just seeming to enjoy every last minute of it, as it crawls
so
over
it looks
towards
like
the
it's taking
kids.
damage.
It definitely looks like it's taking damage.
It doesn't look like it's healing itself.
No, it's
or
not healing itself.
rejuvenating?
No. You're blasting
Okay.
little bits of this spectral being off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Grandma Blanche is done for now.
Grandma Blanche is done. Grandma Blanche looks concerned as well, and she hands you a peppermint.
Thank you.
How do the kids look?
The kids look unconscious. Darrow.
This is creeping me out. I don't even know. So I just am like, maybe I can just burn this thing away. And I look to the sky, and my eyes turn green again, but then shade to like a lunar white as I reach up and call the mother again, and I cast Moonbeam straight into the center of this crop of plants that I've created, and I just want to burn a Moonbeam consistently straight on him.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is needs to make a Constitution save.
He can choose to fail it, right?
2d8. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Yeah,
So I'm
absolutely.
gonna toss another d10, so it's 3d10.
3d10.
God, I hope this is the right decision.
Yeah, me too. Like all of us.
Yeah.
Like
so
we're all
worried
like
right
I'm the
now.
only one that hopes it's the
I know.
wrong decision. I want to see where this goes.
9 plus 7 plus 5 for 21 damage.
21 damage. Okay.
And I'm just going to
put you at
focus on this
297 total. You're maintaining the beam. Okay. That is Daro's turn. Kima.
Oh gosh, if I cast anything, I'm gonna lose concentration on her. Shoot. Like anything concentration wise.
Yeah.
I can guiding bolt, but now I'm scared to hit. Okay, I'm just gonna do it though. It's a guiding bolt.
Yeah. I'm very uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studios.
Okay, so this is a level 3 guiding bolt. Which is, oh gosh, I've lost track of my guiding bolts and how much damage they do. That's 66. Okay.
Okay.
So that is a 19, 27 to hit.
27 hits.
Okay. And
Nos, you're up next.
Cool.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 6 is 18 points radiant.
18 points. Putting our grand total at 225 worth of damage. He's still fading, but he's holding on as long as he can. Nos, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna cast divination.
Okay.
I have to give an offering. I'm gonna pull out an item sacred to me, my bottle of whipped cream, and offer it to the god.
Okay.
Ask, is it okay for us to kill this thing? And I have to get a yes or no from my god.
How many questions do you get?
1. And it's a yes or no.
And you're asking, is it okay for us to, like, you're getting permission?
Will everyone here be safe if we kill this thing? Excluding the demon. Everyone excluding the demon.
Will everyone here, excluding the demon, be safe if we kill it?
Yes.
No.
Okay. I relay that.
Bax.
She says no. I don't know what to do with this.
Bax.
Yeah.
Okay. Demon's laying on the ground and it's glittery.
It's glittery?
Yeah, like the next attack is going to be an advantage.
Cool. How far am I from it?
You real close.
I'm real close? How big is the barrier around it? Like, is it like I could just reach over? Like,
Yeah, you could reach out and touch someone.
That's like 4 feet. It's only 4 feet wide.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna lay on hands.
You're going to what?
Lay on hands.
She said she's gonna lay on hands.
How much are you healing it for?
I'm gonna try 20.
20 points of healing. Okay. That is enough. As you begin to shove your hands forward into the chest of this thing and hit it with healing magics. When that happens, it looks to you with a bit of a lopsided look on its face, like it's confused as to what exactly is happening. And it shoves both of its hands into the ground and it says, "Brother, my fight is done, but yours is just beginning. Take it all." And he will take 2 hands and shove them into the ground as 225 points of damage are channeled into the earth from this coast all the way down, following magical ley lines across the country as this thing is banished to the hell dimension of which it came from. The ground begins to rumble as the team next week takes a collective 225 points of damage spread between them. The creature is dispersed as the demon known as Pain is vanquished from the earth. It obliterates into 1,000 pieces, splattering to the wind, going every which way. You are officially out of initiative.
Ryan's
Do
gonna
we
kill
know
me.
this happened?
He
We don't know that
said
happened.
all of this as he just, it seems like he channeled his essence, whatever sort of energy, into the earth. The ground began to rumble. You have no idea that this happened.
So we just killed it.
Wait,
You
do you
killed
know
it.
that I laid on hands, or do you know that like?
You know that Bax healed it, and when she healed it, it began to dissipate and explode.
I want to
That's
go
a
up.
lot of damage.
I just
I'm gonna
divided
go
by
wanted to eat it.
Hang on. Nas, what are you doing?
Yeah. I want to go up to the Captain America kid.
Yeah.
I want to pull out a piece of paper, and I quickly scribble on the word "The Avengers," and I present a piece of paper with a boat drawn on it, and say, "If you ever need us, call us. Here's our calling card."
He takes the picture of the boat and clutches it to his chest. As he holds it close, the night begins to let up a little bit. The darkness that was ever present in this space begins to lessen a tiny bit as you watch the kids start to stir. Okay? From their space. Captain America throws his shield down, takes off his costume, and runs to the boy in the center. Envelops him in a hug and begins to just rock back and forth with him.
I dropped blindness.
Yeah. The blindness is gone.
Can Grandma go over, because she can do it once a day, she can do a healing touch.
Grandma goes over and begins to heal the child at the center of the group. As you
Give him
all
a cookie or something.
look and seem to have healed the children and rescued them from whatever issue was going on. You saved the day.
But did we?
Saved the day.
As life approaches the group and begins to talk to them, the camera pans back from this image over to the other coast, where we center in on a group of heroes, all of them fighting against their worst fears, against a demon in a clearing. When a rumble happens in the ground, and individual rays of energy begin to shoot upward, and that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
Oh no!
How much is that divided?
Well, if it's by 5, it's 45. If it's by 6, it's 37.
It's not us.
That is where we are ending tonight's episode.
Somebody else's problem.
We did it.
Amen.
Amen. That is where we are ending tonight's episode. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Heroes, there is a brand new Amen adventure next Friday. I encourage you to tune in and give them their regards, pay your final respects. I mean, wish them luck. They're going to be great. It's going to be awesome. So tune in for that next week. We love you, Indigo Connect, and can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
There we go. We'll see you soon.